What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I feel like at this point I'm like the most inconsistent YouTuber on the platform, but I'm going to talk a little bit today. I'm sitting out in the woods. I'm sitting on the tree that me and my internet crush became friends on. Our 1 year friendship anniversary was actually like 6 days ago. It was the 10th, and it's the 16th today. But I just kind of want to vent today, I guess, because, I just feel fucking lost, I know, like, that's normal, I'm 19 years old, and it's normal to feel lost, but I don't know. It's weird. And, I'm gonna get into it. I don't really know what I'm gonna say in this video. I kind of just started recording and started talking, so I don't really know how long this video is gonna be or whatnot, but yeah, I've been back here for like 30 minutes now. It's pretty nice out today, and I actually started hearing what sounded like gunshots or whatnot like 30 seconds before I started filming, which is probably my sign to get out of here soon. But I don't know, it's literally like the only day of the week I have to myself today, so I think I'm just gonna stay out here for a while. But I started a new job. Finally started a new job. I am working at FedEx now. I work part-time, 5 days a week, and I work overnights. Monday, Friday, and Saturday, or no, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, and Saturday, I work 4:15 now, 4:15 to 8:30, and then on Sundays, I work 4:30 to 8:30, and on Mondays, it's tough. I work 3:30 to 8:30, and I have Wednesday and Thursdays off, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I do go to college full time. I go to college 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I have classes, just straight classes from 10 to 3. And Wednesdays, luckily I don't work Wednesdays, but on Wednesdays I have classes all day with no breaks in between. Like on Mondays and Fridays, I have a 1 hour break between 11 and 12. I have a break there, but on Wednesdays I don't have that break. And it's a little hard. It's manageable, I've been working there for almost a month now. I started like the last week of September, and it's mid-October, so coming up on being there for 1 month, and I've made decent money. I'm making $20.75 an hour, so it's definitely a really good gig. It has a lot of benefits and stuff, like it pays for my tuition, and I have like 401k, paid time off and stuff like that, so it's definitely a job I don't really want to lose, but it is pretty hard. The workload is really hard. I actually messed up my knuckle really badly the other day. It's a lot better now, but my mom was like, I think you broke your knuckle, because like it was just so swollen, and I couldn't like straighten my hand like that and stuff. But it's still really sore. And then on Tuesday, I crushed my middle finger with a gigantic flat box that was like 100+ pounds. I don't know how heavy it was, but like it wasn't really that heavy. It was just because of how big it was. It was just really awkward, and I just dropped it on my finger. And I can take pain really easily. Like I'm not a masochist or anything, but like I do have like a relatively high pain tolerance, but like this hurt so bad, like physically, I genuinely like yelled out in pain, and like I couldn't even really function for a couple minutes because of how bad it hurt. And I really thought I broke it, but it doesn't really hurt anymore, so I think it's fine. But anyway, I'm talking about all this because the other day I just kind of like lost motivation to like do stuff. Like I write stories and stuff, and like I want to be a filmmaker and stuff. I actually don't really want to do that much anymore. I don't know if I told you guys, but I did change my major. And right now I'm just taking like core classes and electives. But I think once I transfer to my 4th year, I'm probably going to go back to the filmmaking major. But I don't really want that to be my main career anymore. I kind of want to just do that on the side. But I kind of lost motivation to like write stories and stuff. I lost motivation to write music, which really sucks because, you know, I've been writing music my entire life. And I was like, a couple months ago, you know, I was really happy about it. I wrote a full fucking LP for my crush and stuff. You can call me a simp, I don't really care. I'm not, like, I literally just know how to treat a girl right. It's like, if you want to call me a simp, that's fine. But I just know how to fucking treat a woman. And then I kind of started losing motivation to do YouTube as well, which really, like, that one was really the one that was like, okay, what the fuck am I doing? Because, you know, I've wanted to be a YouTuber my whole life since I was like 7 years old, and I've made it so far. You know, I have 615 subscribers now, which is beyond insane. And like, you know, I've been coming up with ideas here and there, and I've just not been getting to it. One, a lot of my ideas require like friends and stuff, and like my friends don't really want to do YouTube with me and whatnot, and so I don't really have anybody else to film with. And just, you know, going to college, I'm just so occupied with like getting my GPA up, and now I have to go to bed early and wake up at 3 in the morning. But we are halfway through the semester, week 8. And I think I'm going to go back to doing fully asynchronous for this coming semester. That's what I did for semester 2. And if you don't know what asynchronous is, basically it's on literally fully on your own time. You know, you don't have to leave your house. You don't even have to go to like Zoom meetings or anything. As long as you get all your assignments done by the due date, you'll pass. The only annoying thing is one, it is pretty boring, and the workload can get a little tough at times, but it's definitely manageable. And then you have to do these stupid ass discussion posts every week to like make sure you're following along and paying attention. That's a little annoying, but other than that, it's really good. And I like got straight A's, except for one class I got a D, but that was just because my professor was just weird as hell with like the grading and stuff. But yeah, not counting that, I literally got like straight A's and like I think 1 B. So I think I'm gonna go back to that. 1, to just get my GPA up so I can graduate on time since I changed my major, and 2, just so I can have some extra time, not only to rest, but to like get back into doing what I like doing, you know, start doing YouTube again, start writing music again, and like start writing stories again on the side. Because, you know, my flame is going out, and like that's really aggravating, because, you know, these are all my passions, you know, these are all things that I've wanted to do since I was really little, and I'm just not really having like the fortitude to do it anymore. So yeah, I don't know why I'm making this video. I guess I just wanted to get this off my chest. If you have any advice for me, that would be great. But, you know, I'm still relatively new to the job and stuff, so I think I'm just gotta get used to it, which is something everybody says. And it's really tough getting used to it. I'm trying my hardest. But I think another thing is with like school. So I think after I'm doing asynchronous again, I have a lot more time to myself. Then I'm gonna be able to like actually do stuff again. And I know I say a lot of the time, I say like, oh, I'm gonna start uploading more. I'm going to, you know, I have a lot of ideas. I've been like this past year, I've just been straight up just brainstorming all the time. I have a Google Doc with like hundreds of video ideas. So there's that. I'm also going to start saving up some money to start streaming on Twitch as well. And I also booted up a gaming channel. I'm going to start doing that as well. So once the semester ends, it's almost over. It ends like the second week of December, and it's the third week of October. So we got a little bit of time left. But once the semester is done and I have a little bit more time to myself, I'm actually going to start doing stuff. I do have to start finding some more people to film with. Hopefully there's people, you know, on campus that'll want to film with me and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. We're just heading to the lake right now. It's actually really dried out, but I'll start filming again when I get there. Look at this. This, a couple months ago, used to be all water. And now it's just completely dried out. It is really freaking muddy though. And I'm wearing my daily sneakers that are very torn up and fucking worn out. But yeah, look at this. You can just walk right up to it. And it turns out this water isn't even really that deep after all. It's only like, I don't know if it's because it's dried out, but I came back here the other day. Turns out this lake is only like a couple inches deep, which kind of messes up one of my video ideas. I actually had come up with an idea over the summer. My friends were too chicken to do it, but I wanted to come out here with a pool float and float across the lake with my friends. But knowing now that the lake is only a couple inches deep, I don't even know if we'd be able to do that. Maybe we'll try to do it again either in the spring or summer of next year. But yeah, kind of a bummer. I used to think this lake was like pretty decently deep, and my friend actually went in over the summer and it was actually a lot deeper. She went out on that side and she was actually like waist deep. She's like 5'1", 5'2". So maybe it is because it's dried out, or maybe she just sank down in the mud. But you can literally see right down to the bottom of the pretty sure I saw bear tracks the other day, but I'm not sure if they actually were bear tracks. Oh, it's so muddy. Damn. I definitely could walk across this, guys. If you want to see me go in the lake, I will. You guys know how I feel about bodies of water. I do not like going in lakes or anything because, you know, spawning from when I was a kid, I was just deathly afraid of like the ocean and random lakes and stuff. But if you want to see me, maybe I'll come back either tomorrow or whenever and I'll film that. Does look like it does get a little deep over there. It looks like it's at least a foot, maybe a foot and a half. But yeah, this was definitely like the letdown of the century for me. I thought this lake was like really deep. And I kind of miss like the mystery of it, you know, trying to find out how deep it was. Like over the summer, I would literally come back here every single day trying to like measure how deep the hell is it? Oh, it's a sparrow. Trying to measure how deep this lake is by like trying to throw shit in it and try to make it like land standing up. but it would just never work. And now it turns out it's literally like a puddle. But I will definitely walk through it if you guys really want to see that. Whoa. But yeah, this is pretty much all I had planned for today. It's Thursday, which is the only day I get to myself. That's the only day of the week that I'm either not working or don't have school. I'm off from work on Wednesdays as well, but like I said earlier, Wednesdays are the days where I have all school and no break. Then by the time I get home, it's 4 o'clock and I'm just exhausted. But I think I'm gonna close off this video. And I'm just gonna chill back here off camera for a little bit. And then I'll just make my way home and get this uploaded. Definitely gonna start posting more. If I don't really post that much until December, I do apologize, but in December, that is definitely when I'm gonna start posting more. I'll try to start posting more before then, but as of right now, only time will tell. So I will see you guys in the next video, which is probably gonna be me walking across this. See ya.